Well, the fans have seen the Triple B for themselves tonight, Gary. The punching power's there, the speed, the accuracy. The haters called him names, but they're going home knowing Base Boxing Basement is the king. Please like and subscribe.
Yeah, what's up? Thanks for that, Prince. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I was just wondering about what the Gigachad, Filip Hrgovic life is like. Or, suddenly what it was like, because he's married now. And he settled down with a beautiful wife and a lovely family. I mean, of course she's beautiful. Of course she's beautiful. This is the Gigachad. He's hardly going to settle for less, is he? Look at Filip Hrgovic, his huge Adam's apple, his massive, solid square head, like a German World War II helmet. He has a jawline that's cut from steel at a virtual 90-degree angle. The huge cleft in his chin, his permanent stubble. Yeah, he's the kind of guy, right, who probably shaves his face clean at 8 a.m. And by 11 a.m. the same day, he's almost got a full beard. You know what I'm saying? He's that much of a man. He probably has an IQ of only about 100, which is better than a lot of people. But he doesn't really need a higher IQ for his purposes, right? And like in cavemen times, Filip Hrgovic would have all the best females. All of them, like a silverback king. He might throw, the odd broken, smashed scrap to his soldiers every so often, once he destroyed that pum-pum. But he throw them a scrap to keep them happy, because you got to keep the soldiers happy. If you're the boss man, you got to give him something. You got to give him a scrap. And every day, Filip Hrgovic would go out hunting. And every day he would come back with a huge stag on his back. A huge dead stag on his back that he'd killed with his bare hands. And he'd roast it on top of the fire. Spit roast it. Put it on a spit roast. Himself, he doesn't need any help. He goes, hey, leave. Please, Filip, look after this, okay? And he would spit roast it and put it on the fire. And obviously he gets all the prime cuts. Yeah. There's no one in the tribe who's allowed to eat from the carcass until Filip decides it's time and gives the sign. And he allows the lesser males to eat. And you know what? Sometimes Filip, he'll eat for half an hour while the rest of the tribe just waits like an obedient lapdog waiting for scraps to be thrown to them. And sometimes, just to show who's the boss and to remind and humiliate the other lesser males, he'd even let the females eat first. He's the boss man. Don't you never forget it, right? And you have to reiterate your position as a boss man. Sometimes you have to humiliate the younger males. And he'd do that constantly to remind them, I'm the boss. Filip is boss. Filip is boss. Don't never forget this. Okay, guys? And yeah, so these days, in modern days, Filip is probably not that different, right? Yeah, the Gigachad DNA is strong. Is strong in Filip. Yeah, he lives in a huge house in Croatia with a special tower, right? And this tower houses his bedroom, and from which he surveys his kingdom. Only selected women, beautiful women, get to come to the highest and biggest room in the tower in the castle, where there lies a huge heart-shaped Geiger bed, owned by Filip. And the Geiger bed is huge Geiger bed. And although he's broken it many times, and he needs to have it fixed probably, once a month, because of the power of his banging, there's always a huge heart-shaped Geiger bed in the house. Anyway, like with Filip, right? with Filip Hrgovic, the Gigachad, when it comes to reading, rumping, and taking care of business with the females, Filip's only knows one way, because he's the boss, man. He never kisses, man. There is no foreplay, just grab. Take from behind, yes? Take care of business, finish business, and afterwards lie back and ask this girl to make a cevapi sandwich. Yeah, that's a Croatian sausage sandwich, if you don't know, right? And you know, Filip, he never uses a Johnny, he never uses a rubber. Because for him, this rubber thing on Corey, this for a gay man. This only gay man use a rubber. Yeah? But he has to be careful, right? Because of his super sperm. His super sperm will impregnate anyone. Anyone. Any woman that it gets squirted up. So he rarely busts in the girls because you know, obviously he knows they'll want the Filip baby and the Filip money. Yeah. So most of the time, he just leaves the females looking like, I don't know, like Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts' his counter, right? He leaves the woman looking like a huge glazed donut. A donut that's been stamped on again and again and again. Sometimes he might bust in the old woman when he feels, you know, maybe I make a baby with this. Maybe I make baby. But he's very aware that, you know, he has to be selective with who he sperms. Yeah? And, you know, he's a decent guy, Filip. He's a decent guy. He's a likable guy. So sometimes he'll be nice. And, you know, he'll take the girl out first. You know, he'll take the girl out first before he takes care of business. Sometimes he just lines them up outside the Gigachad. He goes, you. Rest, go home. Come back tomorrow. Okay? And that's the thing about Filip Hrgovic. You know, just look at him, man. You know, he always talks about himself in the third person. You know what I'm saying? You know, you imagine he goes, Iva, come. Today, Filip, he take you to a nice big seafood restaurant in a hotel, and he make you feel special. Then Filip fuck the shit out of you. Tonight, you come home with Filip, or you lose chance forever, okay? Yeah, you know, that's what would happen, right? And the woman, look at, you know, her face would be like this, man. Right? You imagine, right? Her face would be like this. With her friends, probably. And this is like 5 minutes after Filip smashed her from Zagreb to Dubrovnik. And she's happy about it too, man. Of course she's happy about it, yeah? Because the Gigachad has taken care of business. And it doesn't matter how he does it, you know? Just the fact that he's the Gigachad is enough to make a girl weak at the knees, right? And Filip he look, Filip he like, Filip he grab, and then Filip he smash. And there's a daily line of 30 Croatian hotties waiting for their turn outside Filip's castle, his Gigachad. You know, and every so often Filip he struts out, wearing just a towel and, you know, looking serious in the face. And he walks up and down the line. And like I said, he points. He goes, you, and you. Come tower, come to Giga, bed, rest. You come back tomorrow, try again. Yeah? Right? And, you know, Filip Hrgovic, he's got a sidekick, of course. He's got an assistant. You know, the wannabe second in command. You know, a weaker guy. You know, a beta male who's basically always at Filip's beck and call. Yeah, his name is probably, I don't know, Mirko. And Mirko runs around Filip like a slave, man. And he don't even get paid, man. He does it for the kudos and the reflective glory of being Gigachad, Filip Gigachad Hrgovic, his little assistant. Huh? And occasionally, Filip will feed him his food scraps. Like a master throws a bone to his dog. And Mirko, he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind. He used to work as a tour guide in, doing Croatian tours, and he speaks good English. So sometimes, he will act as the unpaid translator. Yeah. And despite, the good money and tips he got from ignorant, fat Americans, as a tour guide, Mirko left his job for the honor of being Filip's assistant. His bitch. But, that's not to say there are not benefits. There are benefits. Mirko will sometimes get the ugly girl that Filip wouldn't touch with a barge pole. And, Mirko, he knows his place. He would never try and touch any girl without Filip permission. Okay? He gets benefits he couldn't get anywhere else. Scraps, pum-pum, even smashed pum-pum, like a watermelon that's been run over by a lorry. But he doesn't mind, man. It's something. When he was a tour guide, Mirko would not get any pum-pum. He would just get tips from fat, ignorant Americans, right? And, Mirko, he tells everyone, hey, I'm Filip's best friend. But everybody knows. He's just Filip's bitch in reality. Yeah, and Mirko would never claim that he would never claim this. That he never claim he's Filip's best friend in front of Filip. He once tried it, right? He once tried it in front of Hrgovic, but never again. Because Filip clapped him around the head like Josh Taylor slapped Sonny Edwards. Hello, me, Mirko. Mirko is Filip's best friend. Hey, fuck you, Mirko. You are nothing except Filip, little bitch, eh? You are not even a small fart to Filip, okay? And Mirko knows he would never risk his position. He's happy with the broken scraps and the reflective glory of pretending, as long as Filip's not around, to be Filip's best friend. I am Filip's best friend. Right? And, he runs around Filip. He gets looked after. He gets fed. He gets this, that, and the other. But he knows who the boss man is. He knows that he has to run around Filip and look after his needs. And Filip goes, Mirko, yes, Filip, go get the next girl, please. Mirko, go out and get me beer. Yes, Filip, says Mirko. Go iron my fucking favorite shirt. Filip have date with Miss Croatia tonight. Okay? Do careful. You ruin shirt, I fucking ruin you. Okay, Mirko? And Mirko said, of course, Filip. And, Mirko, he goes, Mirko. He goes, what, Filip? Clean the dog shit off Filip boot. Minutes earlier, right? Whilst Mirko was looking on, Hrgovic would deliberately step in a huge dog shit just to prove he can make Mirko clean it up. So Filip would find the biggest dog shit, he would step on it with his boots just so he can make Mirko clean it up. Yeah, I've actually visited Croatia. It's really beautiful. Nice people, friendly people, beautiful coastlines, real lovely place, beautiful women, And I walked past Filip's Gigachad once, because, I was like, well, it's not a big place. I was looking around, and what do I see? This fucking Filip Hrgovic, man. He's outside of his Gigachad, and he's looking like he hadn't slept for like 3 days, and he's pushing some slim brunette with beautiful blue eyes into the lift to the tower, to the Gigachad. And, to be honest, she didn't mind. She didn't seem to mind. She wasn't upset. She seemed pretty happy, man. And, so I'm like, hey, I tried to get a photo. I'm like, I said, Philip, bro, what's up, man? I'm from England. Can I take a photo? But Mirko stopped me and said, please, Philip, no want photo. No want photo. And I'm like, what? Hang on, mate. Who are you to say that? He answered, I am Philip. Mirko goes, I am Philip, best friend. Yeah, and Philip was not happy, man. Philip was not happy chappy. It was quite weird. And he looked at Mirko with utter disdain and complete contempt, like the way Jai or Pattaya looks at the Gad with disdain, contempt, disgust, virtual hatred. And he goes, Mirko, let the man take picture, okay? And please, get out the fucking photo, man. Don't embarrass Philip like this. And go make me good, strong coffee. Right? Not weak like you, Mirko. Not weak like you. Philip needs strength for all these women he fucking today, okay? Yeah, he's a legend, Philip. The original, true, old school K-band Gigachad. And, I look forward to seeing him fight. Unfortunately, because he's such a Chad, he thinks it's gay to block punches. He'd rather take it on his chin and go, this punch no hurt Philip. This punch, like girl punch. It's never hurt Philip. Yeah, and that might be his that might bring him down. Because he's so macho and such a Chad that he has to prove it by taking every punch and blocking every punch on his chin and his face. So, yeah, he'll probably get stopped on cuts, because of his macho-ness, but he'll probably leave the ring and go, this man weak, he gay, he like woman. I let him hit Philip with every punch in book, and he never even hurt Philip, okay? He lose, Philip win. Peace in the Middle East. Oh, yes, hello, Ivar. Today, Philip take you to a nice restaurant in hotel and make you feel special. And then Philip take you home and fuck shit out of you, okay?